the Orea of Group 14, and in this video I am going to tackle about our assigned programming language, which is the Ruby programming language. So first is I am going to discuss about Ruby's data types. Then data types in Ruby represents different types of data like text, string, numbers, and etc. All data types are based on classes because it is a pure object-oriented programming language. There are 5 different data types in Ruby, and those are numbers, Boolean, strings, arrays, and symbols. So first is we're going to talk about the numbers data type in Ruby. Generally, a number is defined as a series of digits using a dot as a decimal mark. There are different kinds of numbers like integers and float. Ruby can handle both integers and floating point numbers. So below is a sample program that illustrates the numbers data type in Ruby. In this example program, integers and floats are used. So for example, scanning distance is equals to 0.1. So this is a float, diba? Then by the way, Sir B, di na ko kinahanglan di na ko kinahanglan mag-declare pa kay na si Jag unsa na si Jag kanang distance, diba? Then next is scanning time is equals to 9.87 divided by 3,600. Then speed is equals to distance divided by time. By the way, di na day sa manginhanglan og kuan semicolon, unlike other programming languages, pero naghapo instances nga manginhanglan siya, and choice ra na nimo kung gamiton nimo semicolon, and madiscuss na to sa sunod pa nga mga slides. The next line is puts the average speed of a sprinter is hash and then curly brace speed. Kanang speed is katong value dito sa katong distance divided by time, and then km, then slash h. So ang output na ni is the average speed of a sprinter is 36.47 then something, which is derived datong distance divided by time, then kilometer per hour. So mao na, that is how numbers data types is used in Ruby. The next data type is Boolean data type. Boolean data type represents only one bit of information, and it is either true or false. So below is an sample program, then mao na siya. So dali raman sabton, kamo na lang sabot na. If true, puts it is true. Then output is it is true. So that means that sa first nga kuan is true. It is puts it is true, then nil is false. By the way, nil is something murag similar sila ni null. Then next data type is strings. So a string is a group of letters that represent a sentence or a word. So familiar naman taan ng strings, diba? Strings are defined by enclosing a text within a single quote or a double quote. You can use both double quotes and single quotes to create strings. Strings are objects of class string. So si Java, si Ruby is nasa J classes sa mga data types. Ay nasa J built-in classes para sa mga data types, and muna siya katong sa bato integers, floats, then strings, kato, and lain pa. Double-quoted strings allow substitution and backslash notation, but single-quoted strings doesn't allow substitution and allow backslash notation only for double backslash and backslash, then katong single quote. So, mo ni siya sample program na nag-illustrate sa strings data type in Ruby. And then, mo ni sa first line of code. First is puts. Kaning puts, by the way, is similar as sa dado sa kanang system that out that print bitaw sa Java. Bali mao na ilang syntax sa pagprint dani nga language sa Ruby. Then first is string data type, enclosed siya in double quote. That means nga mo kuano siya dadyon mo print lang sa siya dadyon nga na wanay changes. Then kaning semicolon, by the way, ang gamit na ni dya is para mabutang nimo ng line kanang multiple lines of code into a single line sa output, di ba? Then puts escape using then double quote, then double na duha ka backslash, and then enclosed siya in a single na quote. So output na ni is escape using. So kung nakabantay mo, ang nabago ang backlash, diba, sa puts double duha ka buok ag backlash. Pag output niya is kuan na laman, isa na laman. That's because single quoted strings doesn't allow substitutions and allow backlash notations only for katong kuan kanang sa babaw lagi. Strings doesn't allow substitutions. And next line is puts that's right. So kung nakabantay na pud mo, that's right, nawa ag katong kuan, katong single nga backlash, katong isa ka backlash na that's right. So kana mo na siya ang paggamit sa strings paggamit sa strings data type in sa Ruby. The next data type is arrays. An array stores data or list of data. It can contain all types of data. Data in an array are separated by comma in between them and are enclosed within square brackets. So just like other programming languages, rapod plus Java. The position of elements in an array starts with 0. So mao gihapon mag-start gihapon sa index 0. A trailing gamma is ignored. So mao ni siyang sample program. Then first is array for array, kaning variable na ARY is equals to bracket, square bracket, then kaning Fred enclosed into two double quote, that means string na. And then next is integer, kaning 10, then so 3.14, then this is a string, then last element. So array that each do, then I puts I, then end. So balik kaning himo daning statement expression nga ARY that each do, bali murag loop na siya. Then kada tujuk sa loop puts I, magprint siya sa katong first sa katong index nga magsugod siya 0, then sunod sa 1, 0, index 0 is spread pa ya, then magprint siya spread. So then tama natin, then 3.14, then this is a string and last element. Then next is kaning symbols na data type. So takadyo ka familiar daning symbols. Then symbols are lightweight strings. A symbol is preceded by a colon. So usa daw ka mag-assign og symbol, dapat putangan nimo siya og kaning colon. They are used instead of strings because they can take up much less memory. Symbols have better performance. So, mas kuan daw siya, mas nice daw siya gamiton kumpara strings because they take up much less memory and mas better sa iyang performance kumpara sa string. Then, mo ni siya example. Then, domains is equals to curly brace, then katong colon, basta mag-assign ka og symbol, then katong variable name, kaning SK, then katong sunod siya arrow, murag arrow, then katong string nga imong kuan, nga imong i-assign nga value para datos katong SK. So mao na siya kuan, naghimo na siya diha og kuan symbol. Next is kaning no, GFG ang iyang value, then kaning HU, then ang value ni is gigs, then kuan na puts domains. So domains katong SK, then output dan ani dyan mo print is gigs for gigs ako na. Then second nga line, sunod nga line puts domains no katong GFG. So print nila GFG, then puts domains HU katong gigs. So mo na ug unsaon paggamit ang symbols nga data type sa Ruby. So next nga atong i-discuss is kanang statement sa Ruby. So first kuan is assignments and expressions. So mo ni assignments, an assignment expression specifies one or more values for one or more L values. L value is the term for something that can appear on the left-hand side of an assignment operator. So, and values on the right-hand side of an assignment operator are sometimes called R values by contrast. So, kani for example, and so distance is equals to 0.1, ang L value dani is kaning distance, and ang R value dani is kaning 0.1, then separated ra sila sa kaning equal na operator. Then variables, constants, attributes, and array are examples of L values in Ruby. There are 3 different forms of assignment expressions in Ruby, and those are simple assignment, abbreviated assignment, and parallel assignment. Simple assignment. So, simple assignment involves one L value and the equal operator and one R value. So, mo ni siya simple. Mo ni simplest form sa pag-assign. X, 1 L value, mo ng X, then 1 R value, kanang 1, and separated sila sa kanang equal operator. Next is abbreviated assignment. Abbreviated assignment is a shorthand expression that updates the values of a variable by applying some other operation such as addition to the current value of the variable. Abbreviated assignments uses assignment operators like plus, equals, and asterisk equals that combine binary operations with an equal sign. So, bali kaning abbreviated assignments is abbreviation sa mga expressions nga kaning for example x plus equals to 1, abbreviation ra na siya daning kaning nasa ubos nga x is equals to x plus 1. Muna siya ang abbreviated assignments. In addition to plus, equals, and minus equals, there are 11 other pseudo operators that can be used for abbreviated assignment. So, mani siya sa left side is katong mga assignment, abbreviated assignments, and the right side is kaning ilang expansion. So x plus equals to y, kung ato na siyang i-expand is x is equals to x plus y. So mana siya. Next is parallel assignment. So parallel assignment is any assignment expression that has more than one L value, more than one R value, or both. Multiple L values and multiple R values are separated from each other with commas. L values and R values may be prefixed with asterisk, which is sometimes called the splat operator, though it is not a true operator. The meaning of asterisk is explained later in the section. Most parallel assignment expressions are straightforward. So, most parallel assignment expressions is dali ra man jud masabtan and makabantay sad mo dana in the next slides. So, there are some complicated cases. However, the following subsections explain all the possibilities. So, muna siya ang parallel assignment nga same number ang L values and R values. So, muna siyang example. Parallel assignment is at its simplest when there are the same number of L values and R values. So, kani x, y, z, muna L values is equals to 1, 2, and 3. So, kung ato na siyang ikuan ang value ni x is mao nang 1. Mao na ang first L value diba si x. Then ang first R value is 1. Then so on ang value ni y is 2 and z is 3 taman-taman. Next is 1 L value and multiple R values. When there is a single L value and more than one R value, Ruby creates an array to hold the R values and assigns that array to the L value. So mo ni og isa ra ang L value and then daghan ag R values. So x is equals to 1, 2, 3. Then, og ato na siyang i-simplify, x is equals, ang value daw ni x is 1, 2, og 3. Next is multiple L values, then single array R value. When there are multiple L values and only a single R value, Ruby attempts to expand R value into a list of values to assign. X, y, z is equals to katong mura siya ay array 1, 2, 3. So atong simplify same run as x, y, z is equals to 1, 2, 3. So ang value ni x is 1, ang value ni y is 2, and value ni z is 3. Different numbers of L values and R values. If there are more than L values than R values and no splat operator is involved, then the first R value is assigned to the first value, the second R value is assigned to the second L value, and so on until all the R values have been assigned. So, kaning example, x, z, y, x, y, z is equals to 1, 2. So, kani is mas daghan ang L values kaysa sa R values. So, kung ana, moray hapon ang first L value, kung ano is katong first po ng R value. Then, taman-taman sa napay ma-assign dadto sa L value. Ay, napay ma-assign ng R value dadto sa L value. Muna, then, og wa na ma-assign ang katong musunod nga L value is nil na, which is murag null. If then kaning sunod nga example is mas daghan na pod ag R value kaysa sa L value. Then kung ngani is murag hapon ang x is katong 1, ang y is 2, then ang 3 wa na siya i-assignan. Bali makuha sila. So this plot operator, when an R value is preceded by an asterisk, it means that value is an array or an array-like object, and that its elements should each be R values. So in this example, x, y, z is equals to 1, then asterisk katong plot operator, then bracket 2, 3, then bracket. So same ra daw na as kaning x, y, z is equals to 1, 2, 3. So mana parenthesis and parallel assignment. One of the least understood features of the parallel assignment is that the left-hand side can use parentheses for sub-assignment. If a group of 2 or more L values is enclosed in parentheses, then it is initially treated as a single L value. So, kani, for example, x, then naka-enclosed siya sa kaning parenthesis, y, then z is equals to a, b. So, kung ato nang i-arrange ang inyong value, ang value ni x is equals to a, then ang value ni y and z, because naka-enclosed man sila sa parenthesis, bali usa ra sila, ang value nila is si b. So basic control structures in Ruby. Conditional branches. Ruby can control the execution of code using conditional branches. A conditional branch takes the result of a test expression and executes a block of code depending whether the test expression is true or false. So, bali mo na ni siya conditional statements kung sa laing language. If the test expression evaluates the constant false or nil, the test is false, otherwise it is true. Note that the number of zeros is considered true, whereas many other programming languages consider it false. So in Ruby daw, 0 is considered true. Unlike other programming languages, 0 is considered false. First is the if expression. So, another example, a is equals to 5. If a is equals to 4, a is equals to 7, then end. So this sample program will print 5, then y. So a plus 5 man, and ang condition is if a is equals to 4. So di man ako diba? Di man, then x is equals to 7 daw. So false man kay si a kay 5 ba dya, di man siya 4. Then ang i-print ang value gihapon ni a is 5, then mo nang 5 agi diyang i-print. Then next is kaning unless expression. The unless expression is the opposite of the if expression. So binali si unless expression ni if expression. So in the sample program, a is equals to 5 unless a is equals to 4, then a is equals to 7, then end. Print a. So ang i-print dani is 7 kay si a, diba si a is equals to 5, unless si a is equals to 4 daw, si a is equals to 7 na. So kuan man ang condition, si a is equals to 5 na man, hindi kuan true, then bali ag value na ni a is 7 kay nag-true man ang condition, kung i-print ni dya is 7. The unless expression is almost exactly like a negated if expression. So another way of using unless expression is kaning sample dani nga if, then punctuation mark, then mauna katong expression. Next is if else expression. So mao ni ang sample program, pareho ra gihapon sa katong mga naagian natong programming language like Java o C, pareho ra ilang kuan, ilang syntax halos dali ra masabtan kana. Then case expression, an alternative to the if else expression is the case expression. So alternative daw ni si case expression ni if else expression. Case in Ruby supports a number of syntaxes. For example,